Hi everyone. So today I'm going to present our topic. So my name is Bobby Anasaim. My metric number 55597. And my teammates that have been helping me complete this research is Amelina binti Abang Abdurrahim, Kongwi, and Nurjihan binti Jafri. So our topic for today is accountability in financial reporting of public transport sector in Malaysia. In order to gain trust and support of taxpayers, governments need to be more accountable in reporting outcomes achieved and transparent in communicating how decisions are made. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, Aspirations for National Transport Policy, NTP 2019-2030, to the strategic direction for the future growth. All the objectives are achieved that accelerates economic growth and support that well-being of citizens in line with an advanced nation status. Accountability in financial reporting is crucial to provide transparent decision-making and consistency with the established regulatory framework applied in Malaysia. The state must have goals, performance measures, and data to help them measure progress on safety and infrastructure preservation. The public and any states need better and more information about the result they are getting for their money. The problem statement. The accountability problems that affects the Malaysia financial reporting are: number one, the accountability of government toward the issues of the budget cost cutting of MRT. Second, the accountability of performance of the bus transportation system in Malaysia. We look the accountability of governments toward the issue of the budget cost cutting of mass rapid transit. The location of MRT, Sungai Buloh to Serdang. They both related to financial accountability problem. How the government on that time, which referred to Pakatan Harapan, monitor and control the public resources to achieve financial accountability despite faced with budget cost cutting a couple of times. Controversial and other political issues. Malaysia's citizens might concern whether the government at the time capable of acting in orderly manner and with full integrity to handle the MRT project. Next, the consequences if the problem statement number one are not overcome. Unable to solve the accountability issues of government toward the budget, cost cutting of MRT will lead to slow process of submitting tasks. The workers will experience result in such a job loss or wage reduction. Long time is needed for the MRT project to be completed, and also the delay of project completion may result on many other adverse consequences. Lastly, lead to slow progress in the business for commercial development, low performance of the economy of the country. The accountability of performance of the bus transportation system in Malaysia. How the government can improve the accountability of the performance of the public bus transportation in Malaysia. Many complaints were received from the passengers on the issue of ticketing, unclear sign, and guide users to designated platforms and schedules of the trips. The lack of integrated planning and the lack of enforcement of operating rules, not carried out according to a strategy. Low quality in terms of punctuality, availability, and comfort. The consequence if problem statement number 2 are not overcome. There are three that will have problem with statement number 2. Sorry. First is low potential to trigger an exponential multiplier effect. Next, the lack of integrated planning will result in poor coordinated service. Lastly, not carried out according to a strategy will affect inefficient distribution of vast fund resources, duplication of service by 2 or more operators. Next, we will look at the literature review. The term of accountability is described as a relationship based on commitment of some people to demonstrate, review, and take responsibility for their performance. The practices of internal control and leadership quality are positively significant in determining the practice of accountability in public sector. Involvement of stakeholders in receiving appropriate information would increase the transparency and accountability. E-governments had to shape the existing relations of accountability in public sector. Transparency is necessary to ensure openness and to allow the citizens to participate in the co-production of public services better, plus enable government to satisfy the demands from citizens even better. Public transportation such as light rapid transit, LRT, monorail, commuter rail, and mass rapid transit, MRT, to improve the urban transportation system due to the critical traffic congestion. The problem identified in the study are service frequency, capacity, poor condition, and system failures such as ticketing machine malfunction. There is relationship between value and satisfaction that lead to transparency, meaning that quality of public service will positively impact the satisfaction of the citizen. Transparency is important condition of relationship between the citizens and the government in order to enhance citizen trust in public services. In the research frameworks, we have the dependent variables and independent variables of study. To investigate the accountability in the financial reporting of Malaysia public transport sector as our research paper, such as mass rapid MRT projects and bus transportation system in Malaysia. There are 2 independent variables and 1 dependent variable for the study. There is transparency level of government in public transportation budget and quality of public transport services in terms of cost and benefit. This satisfaction, Malaysian towards the accountability of government in the financial reporting of public transportation sector. Transparency level of government in public transportation budget. Every citizen pays taxes to fund the government projects and services. However, we are unable to see where and how our money is allocated. Hence, we are unable to know where the projects and services provided by our government, our foundations, revealing the actual construction cost of MRT projects without manipulating the figures will lead transparency so that the Malaysian citizen can trust with confidence towards the government. Second, quality of public transport services in terms of cost and benefits. Malaysia citizens can evaluate the quality of the MRT and bus services by analyzing their comfortability, cleanliness, function, safety, and etc. Malaysia's citizen satisfaction on the government accountability are different from each other and will be influenced by word of mouth, current emotions, political issues, or other factors. If most of the feedbacks are positive, then this result will be taken and the services are considered as in good quality. Research methodology. In this research, the type of data we use is secondary data. The research design used in this study is called as casual research, which focuses on investigate an issue or topic that looks at the effect of one thing or variable on another. It helps to gain evidence on cause and effect relationship among variables. The method of analyze use is the thematic analysis, which is one of the type of qualitative methods. Thematic analysis focuses on examining the themes and patterns of meaning within data. We done the research referred from other researchers, past journals, online newspapers, online articles, and documents published by officials. So this is our analysis. The higher the transparency level in government budget, the greater citizen satisfaction on the government accountability in financial reporting of public transport sector. The more the benefit gain compared to cost of investment, the higher the quality of services, hence the greater the citizens' satisfaction on the government accountability in financial reporting of public transport sector. Move on to our recommendation. Pressure from interest groups. Make sure the elected representatives are aware of the citizen ideas, demands, needs, and review. Internal control system in public sector. Accountant General Department of Malaysia and National Audit Department play a crucial role in the detection and prevention of fraud. Also, strategic internal control system in the public transport sector. Application of fraud technology, such as password protection, firewall virus protection, discovery sampling, and continuous auditing are able to detect and prevent fraud activities. Government should also invest more in advanced fraud technology, digital analysis, filtering software, enhancement of anti-fraud and corruption policy. This is related to the enhancement of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2019, MACA. So lastly, this is our conclusion for this research. Malaysia government holds great responsibility and accountability on behalf of Malaysia citizens through general election. It is very important for Malaysia government to know their responsibility and act in the best interest of Malaysia citizens by ensuring the integrity of the Malaysia accountability in financial reporting of public sector. The government should aware and demonstrate competence, reliability, integrity, and honesty in managing public sector and avoid from being involved in scandals such as fraud and corruption in order to build public transport and confidence for the better future of Malaysia. So that's all for my presentation for today. So hopefully you guys can understand our research and you can go through my link and don't forget to subscribe. See you next week. Bye.